Let's start the program. Japanese Trader Radio Part.041. Today is December 29, 2025, Monday by Gift and Craft. 1 FX, 1 surveillance, 1 price movement, 1 this week's bid price of the target currency pair. Dollar yen, adjustment decline. 112 this week's bid price movement of all currency pairs. Dollar yen. 157.7 to 156.5, minus 120 pips, minus 0.8%. Euro yen 184.7 to 184.2, minus 50 pips, minus 0.3%. Pound yen 210.9 to 211.2, plus 30 pips. 0.1%. Euro dollar 1.171 to 1.177 plus 60 pips 0.5%. Pound dollar 103.38 to 103.49 plus 110 pips 0.8%. Euro pound 0.875 to 0.871 minus 40 pips minus 0.5%. 1112 economic indicators. 1121 this week's economic indicators. 23rd Tuesday 2020 2230. The US GDP growth rate QOQ second east. The actual is 4.3%. 23rd Tuesday 2230. The US durable goods orders MOM. The actual is minus 2.2%. 113 this week's news and events. I think the year will pass without any problems. 114 next week's FX trading strategy and tactics. I want to respond to the weak yen market. 1-2 order. Number 15. Trail. Decision of case. Sell. Since the surge last weekend was significant, I'm assuming a major corrective drop to protect my funds. Basis of the stop order for settlement 184.45. Comparative consideration. The yen is weakening rapidly. Prioritize fund management. Number 15 Partification. Individual partification in this order. It rose just under 185 yen without falling back to the set price, but it didn't reach at 185 yen for a long time. In the end, it barely reached 185 yen and broke through my initial stop loss price. I realized that it was important to take profits in small increments. 2 stock, 2-1 surveillance, 2-1-2 holding brand surveillance, 626027 弁護士.com 2917 2970 3000 3085 3185 is coming back to life. 3 others 3-1 joined Hulu. We joined the video viewing site Hulu last week. I'm very excited because it contains my many videos that I've wanted to see and missed in the past. I'm ashamed to say that I was impressed that today's fashion-conscious people were using such a wonderful service. On the other hand, we know that the ability of individuals to choose their favorite entertainment has led to stale communication and the falling out of families, which have become social problems. When the rest of my family was watching a movie on TV, I used to leave the room to do my own work because I didn't like it. However, I have to realize that such practices reduce shared family experiences, weaken our bonds, and increase the risk of family falling out. As a result, I have fewer opportunities to watch my favorite videos. But I think that this is what it means to have a family, so I try to accept it in advance. 3.2 Economic losses caused by lack of sleep. On the night of December 23rd, I was very sleepy due to my recent lack of sleep. That night, the dollar-yen exchange rate fell sharply on concerns about currency intervention, but then rose with a lower shadow, making it seem like a decisive opportunity to buy dollars. However, I didn't have the energy to analyze further and ended up going to sleep. The next morning, the dollar-yen had risen by more than 50 pips as expected. It was a good thing that I didn't trade based on shallow analysis even though I was sleepy. However, I believe it is necessary to establish the habit of not overlooking opportunities. 3.3 Don't get stuck in a rut. This is the last problem of the year. My trade still has many flaws, but I can be proud of the fact that I have been able to continue my intention to record through radio broadcasts. Doing the same thing over and over again can become monotonous and boring. However, I think it's important to stick with the same thing rather than trying different things. I want to build on this year's efforts and make even greater strides next year. Thank you for listening. Bye.